Okay, to be continued. So the reason why I didn't go back to school is because I done maxed out all my student loans or whatever. So I was trying to go back to school and like for education to become a elementary school teacher, but like they said, they don't make no type of money. They don't make any. Where the real money at is when you get licensed, where you go take a state board exam and you get licensed to be like a marriage and family counselor, or like I said before, prior to before this video, where you become like a licensed therapist, or a licensed behavior therapist, or a licensed mental health therapist, or a counselor, or a substance abuse counselor, but you're licensed. So anytime you get that license in the front of your title, that's when you go to making six figures. And you got to graduate from accredited college. You got to go through your internships and so forth. And once you take your, state board exams and you pass them with flying colors, that's when you start making some real money. But if I don't do nothing like that, I ain't gonna be making no money out here. Or working for the damn or be a doctor or a lawyer, like the main things that actually pay. Unless you working for yourself and it's a successful business that's a demand. But yeah, I couldn't believe it. I said these people are true, but that second daycare, they was worse than the first one. I'm like, I'd rather go with the first one. At least they offering me more than $9 an hour. At least he said 11, and he'll try, and he will consider my credentials and at least offer me 11. At least he said that. And really, $11 ain't, that's minimum wage. In today's time, that is minimum wage. That ain't nothing. $11 an hour is like making 7.25 back in the day, back years ago when they was saying that was minimum wage. $11 an hour is like making 7.25 in this day and time. Your ass is not gonna make it on no $11 an hour, and $18 an hour ain't gonna get it. $18 an hour, but at least you making something better than minimum wage, because $11 is minimum wage. I'm used to making 26 an hour, and I wanted to work myself my way. That was like years ago, before the pandemic, after the pandemic happened, and before the pandemic happened, and in between the pandemic happening. And that's what messed me up from keep continuing earning that, because when the pandemic happened, it just shut the world down. But I was making $26 an hour. But in today's time, the good amount, you're doing good if you're making $30 an hour, $30 per hour, $45 per hour, or $55 per hour. That's when you're making decent. And that's the average range I want to be in. I want to be in at least $45 an hour, or at least $30 an hour, with the type of degree and credentials and background and experience I have. But like they said, the only way they're gonna honor that is if you go back to school, and go to accredited college, and like you got to go for either like high top positions where you have to be licensed. And then that's when I can start making some real good money per hour. But until then, I'll be stuck with little pennies on the dollar job. And then people wonder why they can't keep nobody. Cause a person can't get no nice car. They can't have a car paid off in cash. They can't even keep their car maintenance on little money like that. It's just unfair and wrong. And these owners be, living decent and got driving in a better car than you, and then got the audacity to sit there and offer you these pennies on the dollar, expecting you to survive, and then got the audacity to feel that you should try to stay there and remain there, so the kiddos will be used to you. No, offer somebody with their worth. And then they'll be willing to stay there long term as a career. No one can stay there if you only giving them $11 an hour. They cannot stay there long term. So the person still act like they went too sure, and was like, they'll let me know. And I'm saying to myself, I'm not even sure, because y'all acting like y'all the shit, and like y'all offer me a lot. And I don't care if they see this video, like the world is small. Like, I'm just that type of person. I'm just that person. I don't care. Cause like, it is what it is. Like, no one can make it off of that. Mm-mm. No one can make it off of that. You know, when you thinking it's green on the other side, it ain't. So, but at least I was trying, to find something permanent. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was trying to do. Thinking about how I can have something permanent when this assignment ends. That's all I was trying to do. And I was like, something is better than nothing, even though the person is only paying me this. But what I gotta say about that black owned couple, at least they honoring me and respecting me, and at least giving me at least $11 an hour instead of these people that's up the street from my cousin talking about some $9 an hour. Who the fuck is paying somebody $9 an hour anymore? So at least they said 11, which is no different. No one's is saying that it's no better, but at least it's more than $9 an hour. $9 an hour. At least it's more than that. Cause that's ridiculous. At least they giving me well, I don't know if the hours is more, because I think, see, 12, 1, 2, 3, 12, 1, 2. Actually, they giving me more hours too at the place. So, and they were very nice, very genuine, very sincere black couple. I really enjoyed talking to them. They're a very sweet couple though. And I understand when you black owned company and you, a lot of them black owned daycares, they don't be making no money like that where they can pay workers top notch, like Hoover or Vestavia or Mount Brook in Alabama. If you ain't working in Vestavia Hills, and if Vestavia Hills, like Vestavia Hills, Hoover, or Mount Brook, really the top of the line is like Mount Brook. I was even making more at this place that offers childcare services to churches. I made more there. I made $85 for only 4 hours. And all I did was just sit there with one child. I ain't even deal with what I'm gonna have to deal with at this black owned daycare. You gotta deal with the ratio of kids. You got to deal with all types of group of kids. You got to deal with children that are diagnosed with autism. Like they said, they only have like 2. And then you got to clean up toilets. You got to, because you got to clean up the bathroom, and the bathrooms are connected to the classroom. You got to, you pretty much got to do the whole 9 yards. You got to teach them. You got to feed them. You got to set the table. You got, after they eat, they snack and they lunch and they dinner, you got to clean up. Well, not dinner, but lunch and breakfast and snacks. You got to clean up each time, and set up and clean up. And you got to clean up the bathroom. Then you got to take them to go potty. Then you got to make sure they wash their hands. That's a lot. I ain't gonna lie. You be sweating and everything by the time you get there. Then you got to switch, and then you got to cover for people. By the time you do all that, like, I ain't even have to do all that with this place I was but you also don't get guaranteed hours. So, like, you might not hear from them and I don't know when ever again. But I got $85 for only 4 hours. All I worked was 4 hours. Because I remember it was like 8:30. What time, guys, did I tell y'all? I want to say it was like, I can't remember what time I told y'all I'll be working from. Damn, I forgot what time they told us. It was sometime at night, and then we didn't get off until like 9. I want to say 9 or 10. I can't remember the hours, but I know what it went in but 4 hours. It was like they was paying me like, well, it was not too far from what the black owned couple is trying to give me. I think it was like maybe, I don't know. I want to say it was like 15. Because I ain't working but like 3 to 4 hours, and I did not do nothing for that little $85. And they paid me $85 per day. And I only worked one day, so they paid me $85 for one day. And I ain't do nothing but 3 to 4 hours, and I did not do nothing. All I did was watched over one child, changed his diaper, played with him until his parents got done with their marriage event that they had at a church. That was it. I ain't finna nearly do the type of work I'm finna do now. So, like, you do the math. Y'all do the math. Like, that's exactly why I got to get my business where I need it. I got to get my business where I need it. Because just like this black-owned couple, I can't wait till I can meet somebody where I can start a husband and wife business or whatever like that, or a family business. Because I need to be like them, start a business and do it from there. Because working for somebody else, that ain't cut out for me. So I'm finna just keep focusing on working at this temporary assignment I got now. Still consider them, because I still gotta have money to make money. Is basically what I'm trying to do. I have to make money to make money. So I even though they not paying nothing, it's a start. But thinking somebody gonna stay there long term, yeah, that's not being realistic. But the audacity of people nowadays, and I know, like her husband saying, that's just how it is with these daycare, preschools, and the public school system. It's always been the lowest paying job, and that's not right, because these people got custody. These people are teaching your children. You should want to pay them well. That's that you get for what you pay for. Not saying that no child should be mistreated, but then they want to wonder why kids in public school system don't get taught like Chinese kids do. Cause y'all don't want to pay these American teachers right. Y'all want to get them pennies on the damn dollar. Shit, I made more. I ain't gonna lie, I made more as a substitute teacher than working for these damn preschools and daycares that's privately owned. Only reason why I didn't get on with the Alabama school system is because they kept being full of shit when I was trying to do my interview. They kept making excuses, talking about when they came on to the Skype or whatever, they couldn't see my face. They didn't know I was on there. And we did this for the second or third time. I said, that's it. Anyways, guys, I'll talk to y'all later.